1, 2, 3. Y'all been grinding so long, been trying this shit for years. And I got nothing to show, just coming this rope right here. And if there's a man upstairs, he keep bringing me rain. But I've been sending up prayers, something changed. I think I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life now. My dreams are coming true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. It's good to be alive, right about now. Woo! Good to be alive, right about now. Good to be alive, right about now. Yo, hallelujah, let that bass line move ya, say yeah. Yo, it's good to be alive, right about now. Woo! I was dead in the water, no one wanted me. Yeah, I was on news, I went cold, it's come to be so cold. But I kept going on cold, trying to make that fire burn. Sometimes you gotta get started, get what you deserve. I kept moving on, now I'm moving up. Am I feeling blessed with all this love? I think I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life now. My dreams are coming true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. I'm good to be alive right now. Good to be alive right now. Good to be alive right now. Yo, hallelujah. Let that bass line move your head. Yo, good to be alive right now. I almost can I handle it? I could get used to this. Say I almost can I handle it? Say I could get used to this. Say I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life now. My dreams are coming true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. Good to be alive. Good to be alive. Good to be alive. Yo, hallelujah. Let that bass line move your head. Yo, good to be alive.
I say good, you say morning. Good morning, good morning. I say happy, you say Friday. Happy Friday, happy Friday. I say Jefferson believes, you say Jets achieve. Jefferson believes, Jets achieve. Jefferson believes, Jets achieve. Good morning, Jefferson students, staff, and families. This is Mr. Miller broadcasting from Lincoln Hawk Studio in my basement. And here are your Jet announcements for Friday, May 8th, 2020. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, Mr. Miller Jefferson Jets. Please help me spread the word so we can get as many Jefferson students and families tuned in to the announcements. So, are you going to school with the new way with Google Classroom? Well, we are to the end of week 4 of the new and the only way that school will be happening during this time at home. I have heard people say, it's weird. It doesn't feel normal. It's hard. I agree with this for sure, but this is just the new reality and we all have to adjust and do our best. So here's the deal, Jefferson. We have done the numbers. And nearly every Jefferson student now has a Chromebook at home. So, if every Jet has a Chromebook, then the next step is we want more kids getting into Google Classroom. We would love to see every kid in Google Classroom, not just in GC, but being active in GC, doing some activities, learning. Come on, Jets. Join your Google Classrooms. Now, if you have a Chromebook, but getting internet is an issue, or if you think you know someone that needs help getting internet, reach out to them. Tell them to talk to their teachers and they can guide them to some resources or the right people to talk to. There are very reasonable ways to make this happen. I know that there are a couple of students that even drive up to Jefferson, park, stay in their cars in front of the office, and check their Google Classroom and watch the announcements. This is what I call awesome. So what I am saying is we want more kids to log into Google Classroom and go to school. The number of kids that are in Google Classroom has increased. We now have over 230 kids that have logged into GC. That is pretty good. But like I said, if there are over 400 or so kiddos that have Chromebooks, then we want to see 400 or so kiddos in GC. That's just the math, right? 230 kids in Google Classroom, 400 or more have a Chromebook. We're missing like 170 kids. So I'm hoping the at-home Jetbucks will motivate some of these Jefferson Jets to be active and engaged in Google Classroom. Spread that word. Once again, I have done some counting, and I will recount again this Sunday night. Miss Newsey's class in room 22 has the most kiddos active in GC. They have 21 Jets. Room 24, Miss McCartney's class, has 20, and there are 3 other classes that tied with 17 Jets active in GC. I think this is good, but we want to see these numbers get even higher. We are now up to 73 Jefferson Jets in my PE Google Classroom. I want this number to be higher as well. Come on, Jets, join the PE Google Classroom. I want you to stay active for at least 30 minutes a day. This is the first day that I can remember where we have no new students in the PE GC. When you join, I will give you a quick shout out for joining the PE Google Classroom. Since we had a lot of people pick up Chromebooks last week, that's why we're up to 400 or so kiddos having them. I just want to make sure that you or they have the correct classroom codes and you have joined your different classes. If you have not done this yet, this is the first thing we want you to do. So if you haven't done this yet, we would love for you to do this today. Remember, every student can join the following classes. Your grade level class. This is where you will find activities and resources for reading, math, science, and social studies. There are also art, music, and PE classes that you can join. If you are in band, orchestra, tag, or ESL, there are codes for you to join these as well. Last week, along with activities and resources in your Google Classrooms, there are video lessons and office hours now. What does this mean? Well, there will be at least one short video lesson posted in your Google Classroom by Jefferson teachers. Also, teachers have office hours where they will be available to talk to you, answer any questions you have from Google Classrooms, even if you just want to drop in and say, hey, and hang out. The office hour times have been posted. Every teacher will have one 45-minute time block once a week where you will be able to meet with them. When you meet with the teachers during their office hours, it will be on Google Meet. These things are actually not too hard. It is just different from many. Where do you find all of the office hour times of the teachers and the Google Classroom codes? Well, I'm going to show you how all this works real quick since we have more people with Chromebooks. Oops, I went too fast. These things are pretty easy to do, and once you've done it a couple times, you should be good to go. Like I'm sure there's many of you watching like, yep, I got it, Mr. Miller. This is the cheat sheet or visual guide for Google Meet. It's a little reminder. Once again, you go back to the video, pause it, take a picture of your phone if you need to. It'll help you out, hopefully. All right, let's show you a couple of these things. So one of the main resources for you guys to use to find all this stuff, you just need to go to Davenport Schools website. So I just open up a new window, start typing in Davenport Schools, and it's davenportschools.org. And on this page here, you will see this top link over here, and it is continuous learning. And that's going to bring up this page. And if you're not familiar with this, you just want to go to elementary, go to Jefferson, and then this pops up and you have 4 choices down here. This is additional resources. There's tons of different things to do on here for every grade level. It's amazing. Paper pack materials. If you want to print something off at home or somebody at work wants to print one off when they go to work, they can do that. And here's the teacher office hours. Click on that. And all of the teachers' office hours are listed on this Google Doc. And there's kind of a brief explanation on here too about Google Meet, which we're going to talk about. So all the names are here. There's me, Mr. Miller, P, 10:15 to 11 on Monday. I hope to see many of you there. So you just got to scroll through that doc and you can look for those times of the teachers, and they're in Google Meet. And we'll show you how to do Google Meet as well. So I'm going to go back to this doc, and this is where you get the Google Classroom code. So if this is your first time doing this and you're like, where are these codes at? You click on this, and then it brings you up to this very busy sheet. Let's say you got a second grader that's going to join. Hover over second grade, blue box pops up. Click that blue box, and it takes you to the Google Classroom codes for second grade. Okay, and those codes, you either need to write them down or toggle back and forth between the other windows. You have to go to Google Classroom to enter these codes to get into those classes. How do you get into Google Classroom? Go to your Google Drive. This is your Google Drive. Usually it looks something like this with your Google Drive. Once you're in your Google Drive, you want to click the waffle up here. This is the waffle. It's got all the apps. You're going to click on that, and then you will click on Classroom. Once you click on Classroom, it's going to come up with all the classes that you have joined. So you might have joined these, but maybe you want to join the music one. So you got to click plus. And once you click plus, it's going to create or join a class. You enter in the code, and then you have now joined that class. Pretty simple. Now to do the Google Meet, you're going to go into that classroom. So if I'm going to meet with Mr. Miller Monday at 10:15, I'm going to click in this classroom. And then the link is right here. This is the other PE teachers that are in the same classroom with me, but click on that link there, or come up here to classwork. And then here's the Meet camera right here. You click on that. That opens up this, and it might ask you to allow camera and microphone access. You just click allow or yes, and then you join. Makes that little ding, and you are in Google Meet. And anybody that's in there will be meeting right in here. And you'll be able to talk to them, talk to the teachers. Pretty simple. Once again, this is the mute button. So if there's noise going on behind you, there's brothers or sisters or dogs or whatever, you can click on that, and then you will not be able to hear anything. So I can click on it, and you see me talking, but you don't hear anything because my mic is off. You just turn it back on and you're good to go. Same thing, this is the camera. If one of your brothers is being goofy behind you or your sister, you can stop the camera and then it'll go to this little screen of whatever. That's just my signal there that I'm signed in with, and you can just turn your camera back on. That easy. And this one right here, the phone hangs up just like a phone, just like a telephone call. Boom. And that's how you do those things, Jefferson. It's really not too hard. Once you have done it a couple times, you should be good. If you're having any trouble with this, I made a separate tutorial video. It's on my YouTube channel, and it goes slower, shows you exactly how to do it. It's all right there. So if you're confused, you're like, what is Mr. Miller saying? This guy's crazy. No worries. I'm going to help you. Your teachers are willing to help you. As of last night, I saw this. I think it was over 140. It was like 142 views for this. So that means people are looking at it and they're getting in there. Remember, you must always use your student or district ID to do all of this. So we want you to check into your Google Classroom each school day. We want you to use the activities, resources, and video lessons that your teachers have created to feed your brains. We do not expect you to work all day long. Just a few hours a day would be awesome. You still have the weekends off from school, but Monday through Friday, we encourage you to do some schoolwork. Your brain needs fuel. We want you to continue to feed your brains. Yes, see, feed them. School breakfast and lunch meals are available. You can go to any one of the middle schools, Smart, Williams, Sudlow, or you can go to the ASC at JB. You can pick these meals up from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you pick up your lunch, you get your breakfast for the next day as well. On Fridays, which is today, you will also be getting meals for the weekend as well. Breakfast and lunch, I believe. It sounds like a great deal to me. Also, if you want to, you can pick up paper packets of activities and resources to use at home. Now, for the Jefferson Jet joke of the day. Once again, if you have a joke that you want me to use in the announcement, share it with me or email it to me. This one was shared by Mrs. Miller. Hey, I know her. Okay, here we go. What do you call a bear with no teeth? One more time. What do you call a bear with no teeth? You got it? A gummy bear. It's a good one, Mrs. Miller. We have no student birthdays today or this weekend, but we do have a couple of staff birthdays to celebrate. Today's happy birthday shout out goes to Mrs. Heredia, one of our fabulous reading intervention teachers. Then on Sunday, Miss Kylie will be celebrating a birthday on Mother's Day and a birthday for Miss Kylie. Wow. Happy birthday, Mrs. Heredia, and happy early birthday, Miss Kylie. Happy Mother's Day to all of those moms that are out there. Jefferson, can I get a what for Joshua Lovelady from Room 24? What? Joshua from Miss McCartney's class is getting today's Jefferson at-home shout-out because Joshua has completed second grade ST Math. Joshua finished this at home, and Mrs. McCartney is extremely proud of you, Joshua, and so are we. Way to go, Joshua. Stay learning. There is Joshua Lovelady's second grade ST Math finisher poster page. Joshua, I have you on the bonus Plinko list. You will be a Plinko player next Wednesday at 5 o'clock. We will continue to recognize students that are rocking the new way to learn at home with Google Classroom. Are you working hard enough to get a student shout out? Play a little Plinko? Wrong button there, Mr. Miller. Speaking of shout outs, if you want to give a shout out to anyone, email Mr. Miller. You could also create your shout out in a Google Doc and share it with me. You can include a picture if you want, along with why you were given a shout out. This shout out can be about anything or anyone. It could be about a video game victory, a celebration of how you and your family are handling quarantine life, who's the Uno champ, who's the Monopoly champ, who's the Candyland champ, who's the Chutes and Ladders champ. When you share something with me, look for my Iowa hat so you have the correct name. My email is millerch@davenportschools.org. Today's at-home shout-out is from, well, no one. Miss Stacy did reach out to me to thank me for doing her at-home shout-out yesterday, saying she was very happy and her kiddos were excited to see this on their TV when they watched the announcements. Share something with me. This literally could be about anyone or anything. Let's go. I want some. Well, the first two Plinko Live with the Millers were a blast. There were over 200 views the first time, and the last time I checked, there was over 110 views of this week's Plinko Live. That is awesome. We are working on getting all these prizes to you as soon as possible. Many of you got your prizes Monday. Mrs. Miller and I will be making a delivery run today, and once I get a hold of the others and get all that squared away, we'll make another delivery run with these prizes as well. We will be doing Plinko Live with the Millers on YouTube every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Plinko players will be students that are earning student shout-outs from the teachers for things they're doing at home. ST Math, Lexia, Prodigy, Google Classroom work, things like that. We will play Plinko for you. You can watch as the Plinko chip falls, and the prizes that you win on Plinko will be delivered to your house by the Millers. So I hope you can spread the word and get as many people to tune in on Wednesdays at 5 o'clock. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mr. Miller, Jefferson Jets. Let's go. If you were a lucky winner at last week's JetBuck raffle from school that we kind of finished up, I am working on, got a few people left, to reach out to the winners to decide on their prizes, and we'll get these delivered to you as well. JetBuck raffles will resume when school returns in 2020-21 school year, and we are back at Jefferson. But hold on, Jets. We talked about this yesterday. Now we are doing an at-home JetBuck and an at-home JetBuck raffle. Here's how it's going to work. Whoops, I went a little too fast there, maybe. Nope. Sorry. At-home JetBuck raffle. How do you earn at-home JetBucks? Well, here's what you can do. Lexia units completion. You get 1 JetBuck for every unit completed. ST Math 1% completion. 1 JetBuck for every 1% completed. Google Classwork submitted assignments. 1 JetBuck for every submitted assignment. 20 minutes of reading. You get 1 JetBuck for every 20 minutes of reading, either on Mayan or on a book that you read or are reading that a parent can verify. Joining a Google Meet or office hours. You get 1 JetBuck for every Google Meet that you attend. Homeroom, music, art, PE, or any others. So if I attended a homeroom Google Meet, an art one, and a PE one, that's 3 JetBucks. Simple. Prodigy, you get 1 JetBuck for every unit completed. So that means you must answer the questions in Prodigy to complete the unit. Some kiddos like to skip that step when they're at school. For this, got to complete it. How is this going to work? So your teachers will keep track of all of this for you. Each week, they will turn in your name and how many at-home JetBucks you earn into me, and the Millers will write your name down on JetBucks and will enter them into the raffle jar for you. We will draw the winners later in May. All prizes will be delivered to you by the Millers. What are the prizes? Well, I'm working on this, and I'm going to add as many as I can, but here's what I can guarantee. Whitey's winners, they're opening back up on Monday, so that means some of you that won will get that to you next week. An H2O Go Limbo water sprinkler. That's this thing right here in the middle for the summertime when it gets warm. Pizza, candy 3-phase, wireless mouse, and more. More prizes will be talked about during the announcements. Tune in to the daily announcements. Next up on the announcements, it's 10 questions with. This has been a fun way for us to get to know these amazing staff members. I have learned many new things about my friends since we started this. Today, I have the fabulous Ms. Chappell as our special guest. Ms. Chappell is one of our ESL teachers and is Jefferson's yoga guru. Let's chat with Ms. Chappell. Ooh, and wait till you see what I did for my background today. Jefferson, let's see if it worked.
All right, Jefferson, I have the fabulous Miss Chappell with me here this morning. Good morning, Miss Chappell.
Good morning.
First of all, I love the fact that you're outside. Second of all, I kind of like your hat. Being a Yankees fan, I can't say that I love it.
I know. Mr. Miller, I really love your hat, too. I feel like we're hat people.
And I'm just telling you, you're a hat lady. That's for sure. You rock the hats. All right, Miss Chappell, question number 1 and 2, I'm going to combine together.
Okay.
So I think most people know, but who are you quarantined with during this time, and what have you guys been up to?
Whew. All right, so I've been quarantined with Mr. Turner. I'm sure most of you know. We're about to get married this summer. What do? We eat a lot. Let's just say that much. We eat a lot. We try to work out. So in our dining room that we have a nice dining room table. Every single day we push our table across and we put our yoga mats down so we can do some yoga. We always get a good workout in. So then we feel better when we binge watch Netflix. Then we feel better about it.
There you
That's
go.
our day.
and I can prove this, Jefferson, because we delivered something to Mr. Turner and Miss Chappell the other day, and they were drenched in sweat. I thought they were swimming in a pool in the back or something.
We were very thankful that you guys stopped that workout for a little bit for us. So we could breathe.
All right, question number 3, Miss Chappell, is what do you miss the most about Jefferson?
Gosh, I didn't even know you were going to ask that. That's a tough question.
It is tough.
As much as I love the staff, I feel like we've been doing a really good job at all doing virtual meetings and FaceTiming. And I will say, of course, the kids. I think the kids make me love Jefferson. That's when I miss the most. And actually today, we just had a Google Meet with Room 26, Mrs. Napper's class, because she's on maternity. So we did that, and then we did a Flipgrid. And I saw so many good faces and great videos, and I would love to see more of those. So hopefully we can make a Flipgrid with all of Jefferson, and we can all be in on there. It's a great idea.
That's super cool. Flipgrid is pretty cool thing.
It is.
Awesome. Okay, question number 4 is, and I'm very curious about this. What is your favorite vacation that you have been on?
All right. That is tough. I've been on some good ones.
I know you. I'm curious.
So if you guys don't know this yet, Miss Shovel loves the sun. I love the beach. We just went to Michigan last summer. We went to the dunes. That was a great one. Otherwise, I would say I went to Spain a couple years ago, like 5 years ago. I went to Spain. My aunt and uncle own a condo there. So we went and we got to stay there for like 10 days. And we rode our bikes to the beach, and then we rode them back, and we just got to hang out with my aunt and uncle. They were all speaking French and Spanish, and it was really cool. It was awesome.
That's awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
so the next question is, what is the dream vacation?
Okay, dream vacation. Well, first of all, I would love to be able to go on my honeymoon.
That would
If you
be
guys don't, right? If you guys don't know this yet, me and Mr. Turner's wedding, it may or may not get a little bit postponed, or that means our honeymoon might be postponed. So we really want that to happen. Otherwise, I would love to go to Greece. That is my number one place that I cannot wait to go to someday. Even if I go by myself, I'm gonna go one day or one day.
I love it. So the honeymoon, do you have a place that you're going? Is it booked? You just have to wait to decide if it's going to be a go. Where are you going then?
Yes, great question. Yes, we are. We do have it booked. We're going to go to Playa Car in Mexico. It's like an all-inclusive, so I can just eat as much food as I want. That's what I'm most excited about. But yeah, Mexico, I've never been. I've never been outside of the country besides my favorite vacation spot, Spain. So I'm excited.
It's amazing. I know right where you're talking about. I've been there twice, so you're going to love it.
I was just going to say, if the kids don't know yet, if you ever need any advice on a vacation spot, the Millers, they love vacations. They're good at it. So you guys gave us great advice on that too.
Okay, the next question is, I'm very curious about this too, is what is your favorite restaurant and what do you order from that restaurant?
Oh, my goodness. I love food so much. That's a really hard question. Five Guys.
Ooh,
I don't
yes.
know. Yeah, it's not in Davenport, but I've had it a few times, and I love a big, good burger, and they have the best burgers. And if I can't get a Five Guys burger, I will say Wendy's, and then Taco Bell. Then Taco Bell. I just love a good taco.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. Five Guys, I have not had, I heard their shakes are good. Are their shakes as good as I hear?
So I don't know if everyone knows it, but I do not have a sweet tooth. So I do not, I just don't eat it. That's Mr. Turner's alley. He wouldn't know if the shakes are good or not. But you've never been to Five Guys, Mr. Miller?
I've had the burger, but I haven't had a shake.
Oh, you've had the burger. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. And then when you get their fries, have you ever had their fries? They
Yes.
pour the fries into the bag.
So good.
Amazing.
So good. Okay, the next question is, what is your favorite food that someone in your family cooks or that you cook for the family?
Okay, 100% my mom makes the best tacos that I've ever had. My dad has been the varsity baseball coach now for 20 years, and every single time my mom makes tacos during baseball season, all those boys are over at her house. That's how good they are. They are the best, yes.
Hard shell beef, just the hard shell beef?
So beef, yeah, she makes the beef meat, but then she makes corn tortillas. And
Oh,
I've actually bought them. I have not seen them in another store until I went down to the store. It's right off Marquette and 3rd, I think.
Yep,
You know
yep.
what that?
maybe La Finca?
No, it's like the street behind that, like right in front of that, closer to
I know
Jefferson.
what you're talking about.
Right on the corner there. You can find those taco shells there. I'll tell you about them sometime. They're the best.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, the next question is, would you rather Netflix and chill, play a video game, or read a book?
Netflix and chill. Unless the video game is Super Mario Brothers on the Wii. Oh, I play that until I win. So
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of your favorite shows on Netflix that you're watching?
Whew. Well, we just got done with Outer Banks. That was a great one.
Mr. Turner mentioned that when he interviewed, and I have not watched it yet, but I've heard it's great.
Darn, I wanted to think of a different one. Yeah, Netflix. Oh my goodness, I don't know. I just remember that one so much. And I actually watched, I know maybe the kids won't understand it, but I watched the show Tidying Up on Netflix. And it helps you clean out your whole entire house. So what I did was I took all my clothes, and let me tell you something about Miss Chapel. I have a lot of clothes. So you pile them all on top of your bed, and it was almost up to my ceiling. That's what you're supposed to do. Yep. And then I got rid of a lot. So it was a good show to watch.
One of the things I didn't learn it from this show, but I learned this from a tip I saw on Facebook or something is, because I have all of my collared shirts you normally wear to school, I have them on hangers. And then the trick is you're supposed to hang them all the same way, the hook the same way. And then when you put it back, you're supposed to turn the hook around. And then after a certain months go by, if you haven't turned the hanger around, then you get rid of the shirt because you don't wear it.
I like that idea. That's a great idea.
So that's how
So when you stack it all the way up, so you take all your clothes out, it's supposed to give you a shock. So you're like, why does Miss Chapel have these clothes that go all the way up to the ceiling? And then it did. It shocked me. I have like half the clothes I have now.
if you took a picture, I want to see a picture of this sometime.
Oh, I should have. Don't worry. It will happen again. I'll do it again. I'll take a picture then.
I love it. Okay, now I know this next question is going to be, we'll have to like do a two-part question because I'm gonna guess you're gonna say neither. But the next question is, would you rather have chocolate or candy?
Oh no, that's the one. I would rather have candy.
Okay. And what are some of your favorites?
I was gonna say my kids who are in my classroom, they know that I love Sour Patch watermelons.
Sour Patch watermelon.
And actually, just today I had a Twix candy bar. I was really feeling a Twix.
One of my I want to contact Twix because my dream is that Twix would make one stick the regular one and the other stick peanut butter in the same package.
Oh, you like the peanut butter ones that they give?
I
I haven't tried that one yet.
one of each in a package. I don't want to buy 2 candy bars. I just want one of each.
Mr. Miller, you shouldn't even contact Twix. You should just make your own brand.
Their own brand.
Actually, I heard that your wife Heather is a great cook. Maybe she can just make her own brand.
She probably could. In fact, she's cooking dinner as we interview right now.
And also, Mrs. Miller, for those of you who don't know, she has sent me so many good recipes that I have tried, and they are amazing. Like chicken and noodles, we did that one night, and it was awesome.
It's one of my favorite things ever. I'll never forget the first time that my grandma is the one that originally cooked. That's my favorite thing is my grandma made those when I was a kid, and then mom always made them and stuff. And I'll never forget the first time that my mom made those in front of my grandma, and my mom used frozen noodles, and my grandma was like, "Susan, this is unacceptable." So it was just, I was like, "Whoa, this is really serious."
No. Hey, I will say really quick about that question that you asked. For those of you who don't know, I've been a softball catcher my whole life. And whenever I got a little hungry, because I used to catch like 5 games in a hot, sunny day, my mom would always bring me a Snickers bar.
Love it.
So I guess Snickers is where that's what the athletes eat.
Snickers satisfies. That's what it's.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, so now the last part of this question is, where do you lie in the green Skittle debate? Is it lime or green apple?
I feel like you've asked me this already. I have to go with lime, because lime is in the regular bag, right? The red bag?
The originals, yep. Now it's green apple, but in the originals back in a year
So
or two.
lime all the way. But I don't think I've had the other one yet. So maybe if I try that, I might flip over. But
And when you eat your Skittles or your Sour Patch Kids, do you separate the flavors or do you just go handful?
oh no, I pour them into my hand and just put them. Yep, eat them all. I want the flavor of the rainbow. That's what I want.
That might be the best answer I've had in an interview yet. Okay, Ms. Pavel, the last question is question number 10. We have to refocus because this is a serious one.
Okay.
What message would you like to say to the Jefferson crowd tuning in today?
That we miss you so much. And we are so proud that you guys are online watching these videos, and we thank the Millers so much for doing this. And we are still here for you, and we always will be. And we cannot wait until we see you guys all again in person. And we love you.
That was well said, Ms. Chapel. All right, Ms. Chapel, thanks for joining me on 10 Questions with.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Miller. Bye, Jefferson Jets.
The marvelous Miss Chapel, everybody. Love it. All right, the next challenge is you, your family, your siblings, anyone in your house. Can you record a video of you reciting the Pledge of Allegiance and share it with me? Then I can include this in the announcements. Once again, this is not required, but you're more than welcome to try and do this. Either email this video to me or share it with me in Google. We will do the same thing for the Jefferson Jet motto. And once again, the wonderful Miss Stacy has volunteered to help me with this. And she's also doesn't know this yet until she watches this today. Miss Stacy, I have a new announcement coming up as well that I might need your help with. So if it's easier for you to share these videos to Miss Stacy through a text message or on the Jefferson PTC Facebook page, then she can get these to me. Come on, Jets, get some of these videos in to me or Miss Stacy. So I mentioned a new announcement. Breaking news, breaking news. So there are many things that have broken my heart about school not happening at school. But one of the saddest things for me was not being able to have a talent show. Well, I decided that this coronavirus can't stop this. So we will have a virtual talent show. How is this going to work? Well, you will have to record your routine and then share it with me. And then I will put all the acts together and then we'll broadcast the talent show for everyone to watch. Okay? So start thinking about what you want to do and start practicing. You don't need to record it right now. Practice first. You want to get very great at this first. We will talk again in the coming days and weeks about what you need to do to submit this to me in more details. But I want you to start thinking and start planning. Remember, if you're going to use music for any part of your act, make sure it is school appropriate. So Jefferson, what I'm telling you is this: practice. Don't practice like twice and then record this and then say, how do I submit this to you, Mr. Miller? I'm telling you, practice this over and over and over and over again. Get great at it and then record it and then we'll get it to me and we'll talk about that coming up. So virtual talent show going to happen. Any of you staff members that are watching? Yeah, let's go. Record yourself doing some sort of talent. Maybe it's going to be a lip sync battle. I don't know. Maybe somehow, some way, you're going to do a dance routine with some of the kids in your Google Classroom. Whatever you're going to do, record it. Let's go. All right, Jefferson, let's wrap up these Friday announcements. We are now ready for the Pledge of Allegiance. So, Jets, please stand and join us. Remember, stand tall, stand proud. Are you? Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Miller, that's a fine haircut you gave me. I appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for the Jefferson Jet motto. We say our Jefferson Jet motto every day. Now we look for those who believe in it. So let's show it, Jefferson. And now I want to hear you say it, Jets. Who are we? We are Jets. We are kind. We are safe. We are responsible. And we are respectful because we are Jets. Once again, if you have not heard it yet today, we love you. We miss you guys. We appreciate you tuning in. Make positive choices. Be kind to each other. Have a fabulous Friday, a wonderful weekend. Stay learning, Jets. Peace. All right, let's check out our PS22 chorus video here today. It's a song by Justin Timberlake. It is called Mirrors, and they have a special guest singing this with them. Not Justin Timberlake, but it is his song. Here we go.
You're just someone to admire, 'cause you shine something like a mirror, can't help but notice you reflect in his arm mine. If you ever feel alone and neglected, fine, just know that I'm always parallel on the other side. 'Cause with your hand in my hand and a pocket full of soul, I can tell you there's no place we couldn't go. Put your hand on the glass, here you're pulling you through. You gotta be strong, 'cause I don't wanna lose you now. I'm standing right at the other half of me. If they can see the sound of my heart, it's a space that now you hold. Show me how to find it now, and I'll tell you, baby, it was easy coming back to you once I figured it out. You were right here all along. It's like in my mirror staring back at me. Really getting you bigger than anyone else beside me. Now it's clear as you promised, now making a reflection. It's like in my mirror staring back at me, staring back at me. Yesterday's history. Tomorrow's a mystery. I can see you looking back at me. Keep your eyes on me. Baby, keep your eyes on me. 'Cause I don't wanna lose you now. Staring right at the other half of me. The vacancy inside of my heart is a space I know you hold. Show me how to fight now, and I tell you, baby, it was easy coming back into you once I figured it out. You were right here all along. It's like in my mirror staring back at me. Couldn't get any bigger. Anyone else beside me? Now it's clear as it's promised. I'm making a reflection. It's like in my mirror staring back at me, staring back at me. I'm something like a mirror. Can't help but know it's on my mind.
Gorgeous.
Once again, Jets, have a wonderful weekend. See you later. Peace.